Leadership excellence. That's the next point that we are going to see as far as good leadership or great leadership is concerned. A lifelong journey, not a destination. Wooden. It is what you learn after you know it all that counts. And who wants to be a billionaire? So, leadership excellence is associated with or moving around at least three concepts, like it is a lifelong journey and not a destination, and it is what you learn after you know all it that counts, and who wants to be the billionaire. So if you read Good to Great, you will get some ideas on leadership, and we can give you at least a list of books that each will give you a few ideas. The point is, there is not one course or class that gives the answers. It is something that you learn and develop over time. It is a journey and not a destination. So John Wooden valued lifelong learning as, look at the NCCA championship he won, yet he always pursued learning, excellence, and leadership. So, how to be better each year? And H. Bunker Hunt was once asked the secret of becoming a self made billionaire. His answer also was similar to this. Next, one view of the pursuit of success. What do you learn each day? And who is on your team? And are you willing to sacrifice something today to have more tomorrow? So, there are three things that will dictate your success 5 years from now. So, what you learn each day, who you will associate with, and what are you willing to sacrifice? First, you have to be committed to lifelong learning. So that means learning something every day. Next, you have to associate with the people that pursue excellence, that want to learn each day, and that have a very positive outlook on life and the future. We all know negative people that drain our energy and pull us down, and you cannot move from good to great if you associate with people who are constantly dragging you back to mediocrity. So that means you need to be always associated or along with people who have the positive attitude or having the optimistic approach, rather than people who just keep on commenting or keep on demotivating or having pessimistic ideas. So obviously it is like trying to pull your legs rather than allowing you to move to the next level or making you free. So it is better to decide which team or what sort of people you need to be with in your career for your success and accomplishment. You should have the willingness to sacrifice. That may be as simple as giving up sitcoms on TV in order to read a book or take an online professional development course. How many of us have taken an online professional development in the recent past? So let's school dudes give an example. We have contracted with an outside firm to provide us with a team of professional development courses, and it requires each employee to take at least 5 per year and do it on their time, not during working hours. So does that sound unfair? It's too demanding. So what may be unfair is not taking a proactive role in professional development of all the people in your organization. So that is one point which really matters. What is a leadership? So leadership is the capacity to lead people to a common purpose and goal, and the character to inspire confidence. Create a disciplined environment, but one without fear. Give hope for a better tomorrow and courage, and it is contagious. There are many definitions, and what is the favorite one? One unique challenge of a leader is to have a disciplined environment, but never one with fear. A great leader has no fear in their organization, yet they have strict discipline. Great leaders give hope to the organization and to all individuals in the organization. Everyone in organization wants the future to be better than the past. Think about it. Does anyone want the future to be worse? Of course not. Everyone wants the future to be better, yet few people have a vision on how to make their future better. They need hope, and a great leader gives hope. And a great leader has courage, and the leader's courage will give courage to the organization. Whether you need it or you do not need, that is the approach of great leaders. So they won't hesitate to share principles and ideas with the team or the followers. As a manager, you likely feel tremendous pressure to be a great leader. But if asked, you define what makes a leader great and how would you respond? Most managers are aware of the basic principles of a good leadership, but few are able to organize the vague ideals they have learned over the years into an actionable framework. Great leaders know that there are two major areas of management focus: tasks and relationships. If you excel in both of these areas, you will be rewarded with sustainable superior performance. It is important to note that balance between these two focus areas is essential. Managers who are solely task focused eventually burn people out, and managers who are solely relationship focused don't set sufficiently high performance standards and challenge their teams to meet those goals. However, managers who focus on task and relationship excellence inspire their teams to work together to reach their goal. So, task excellence is one thing where you will find a passion for in this excellence in all great leaders. That is the attitude it takes to be great. But simply demanding task excellence is not enough to guarantee that your team will meet performance standards. As manager, you need to lead your team to meet those goals. Here are some practical ways you can support task excellence on your team. Cast a clear, inspiring vision. Your team should understand your goals and why those goals matter. That will provide a sense of purpose and motivation. And put critical requests in writing. Make sure your expectations for major projects, including deadlines and deliverables, are clear. Don't assume that a casual conversation will be sufficient to define expectations. Provide the resources they need to excel. Providing resources means more than just providing funding. Although this is essential, one of your team's most important resources is their time. If their time is being dominated by an ad hoc requests, they won't be able to complete their crucial assignments to the best of their abilities. Protect your team's time by managing their workloads to accommodate critical assignments. So, next comes relationship excellence. One of the reasons for success is that it is intentional about connecting with people and staff to develop relationship excellence. We are disciplined, but that is not enough. Relationship with people are what is it all about. You have to make people realize you care about them, and they have to care about each other and be interested in each other. So how can you connect with your team members and excel in your relationship with them? Get to know who your employees really are and what motivates them. So take the time to get to know employees as individuals. Learn from their goals or learn what their goals are. Learn what makes them tick. Once you understand those motivators, you will be able to support their aspirations and goals by providing opportunities for them to grow and use their strengths. So show your employees that you value them. Recognize that your employees are human beings, not machines. They need to feel that their contributions matter. Don't overlook the importance of saying thank you and of recognizing their specific characteristics of accomplishments that make them assets to the organization. Give your employees a voice in decisions. When people feel they can speak freely to each other, the bond between them is strengthened. Share your ideas with the team, but then give them opportunities to critique the ideas and share their opinions. Balancing task and relationship excellence is not that easy, but those who master those two leadership skills are rewarded with highly engaged, highly productive teams. So, are you committed to continual improvement, and do you settle for good? And impossible is merely someone's opinion. So, these other two factors also play a major role as far as converting or moving from good to great. Today's rapidly changing and keenly competitive marketplace requires constant improvement of current strategies and methods. So, leadership management requires at least 7 steps that is for the continual improvement. So, clearly draft the goals and objectives, clearly define rules or roles with identified responsibilities, a genuine desire and commitment to succeed, learn and innovate from everyone, a method to measure and monitor one's progress, fast and effective gap resolution strategies, efficient and effective systems, and effective plans to develop knowledge, skills, and competencies. So, these are the 7 things that one has to keep in mind as far as continual improvement is concerned. So, what problems or ways could one eliminate? Just because you have done things in a certain way in the past does not mean it is ideal. So, leaders and managers who don't invest time and energy in understanding their people and their motivation run a very real risk that the needs of their people won't be met or supported by the organization. Impossible is just a big word thrown around by small men who find it easier to live in the world they have been given than to explore the power they have to change it. Impossible is not a fact, and it is just an opinion, and impossible is not a declaration, it is a dare. And impossible is potential, impossible is temporary, and impossible is nothing. So, but it should be clear that if a person is trying to refuse or object on grounds that if a task is impossible, a manager should be in a position to say no rather than saying yes for everything. So it may look like not being optimistic, but where it has to be pronounced or it has to be uttered no, or if it is impossible, so it has to be expressed in the same way rather than accepting it.